Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play series. I've created in the last series here some machines and some cool stuff going on. You can probably tell I've messed around with the volume a little bit. Hopefully this resolves some of the issues that I was having. I think it was a little bit loud in my last episode, so there shouldn't be too much noise going on here now. Let's throw a couple things in these macerators and just see how they sound. Yeah, not too bad. But if that is too loud for you guys, just let me know. So I'm tired of running all this stuff off of coal. Coal is no way to run a power factory, and you can see I've already run out of the coal that I put in there, and the bat box is quickly running out of juice as well. So I'm just going to get all this junk out of here. I don't need to be using any more energy than I already have, and I'm going to go ahead and create some solar panels, just to get me going. However, the recipe for solar panels has changed a little bit, and I now need to use 2 electronic circuits as opposed to just 2 pieces of copper wire to make the solar panel. This kind of balances it out because solar panels are pretty powerful, and to be honest with you guys, I agreed with some of the people who thought that solar panels were a little too cheap back in the day. So their resource cost has increased, and it looks like it's probably time for me to go mine because I'm kind of low on iron. I'm going to need that for a lot of things I'm about to build. So, time for me to go mining again. I made myself a sapphire pickaxe because that's what I happen to have the resources for. And I'm just going to go ahead and mine through here and just, get going. So I'll be back shortly, or if I find something interesting. And actually right now I just decided I'm going to mine at level 13 again. I know I said diamonds might not be as common at this level, but I'm going to check it out. So let's see what I encounter around here. And look what I found. Just digging a little bit forward here, I found a nice natural cave, and ooh, some lapis. Nice. Now this wasn't too far from where I was just filming a moment ago. You can see this is my staircase leading up. So, if you guys remember earlier, I found a natural cave while I was encountering some lava back there. So I'm first going to run around just a little bit, and oh, look at that, a dungeon. Nice. How cool is this? Better get up there and light up the world. Sweet. Alright. A dungeon. No complaints there. Get myself some bread. Nothing terribly exciting, but hey, no complaints, right? And a good amount of ores hanging out down here. And look, a new ore for us. I believe that's ruby. Yep. Another red power ore that's going to be used more in machines in the future, but for now it works just like sapphire and emerald in that it's going to, allow us to make our regular tools like pickaxes and shovels and whatnot. And I'll probably come back in a little bit to get this moss stone because that's some nice stuff. Just mining out this coal real quick, and then I'm going to start exploring more nickelite. Was just in the Red Power IRC channel talking about nickelite. I know a couple people right now are using TMI to give themselves a little bit more nickelite as they collect it. I might do that if I run into nickelite problems, but I have a suspicion that it'll be fixed soon enough, and we'll be getting more rather quickly. So we'll see if I need to do that yet. And for those who don't know, the way I like to track where I'm going in a cave is by placing torches on the right-hand wall wherever I go. Now, I know I'm passing up a lot of resources at the moment, but that's fine. I'm simply, exploring. And by placing the torches on the right side of the walls whenever I go somewhere, I'm able to quickly find my way back by just following the torches that are on the left side of the wall. So a very cool natural cave here, which is great because it, basically lets me explore, and it's a lot more exciting than just mining in a cave, straightforward. Just poking around, see if there's any diamonds apparent here. Neat. So, not going to go mess around with lava too much. The resources that were just hanging out there a moment ago were not extremely rare, so I'll come back later to check those out. But I will get this apatite here. And I'm just going to mine in this natural cave for a little bit. You're not going to be missing too much, but if anything exciting happens, I'll flip the video back on. I'll be back. Oh, and I should mention, I think I just got some tungsten ore, another red power ore, that again doesn't have a purpose just yet, but I'm sure LRM has some really cool stuff planned for it. And just encountered my first piece of uranium. Nice. Don't have any room for it in my inventory, of course. Let's get rid of this gravel. I don't need that. Uranium's pretty uncommon, and it doesn't spawn in very large chunks. The most you'll find is 1 or 2 at a time. You'll never really find more than that. And uranium's used to power nuclear reactors and industrial craft, which will be pretty exciting once I get them going. They're a long ways off. I need a lot more resources than what I have now, but hey, good idea to start collecting it while I can. Like I said, it's not the most common thing in the world. Let's get rid of that dirt as well. I don't need that. Well guys, I'm right back where I started. Ooh, I missed a piece of iron, it looks like. And I've mined out a good amount of this natural cave here. You can see I didn't quite get everything. I'm running out of inventory space, so I need to get back to my base and dump off some inventory. But it looks like I have quite a bit more to explore here. Oh yeah, plenty. So I'll be back to explore that area in a little bit. But for now, looks like I did pretty well. So I'm going to head back to my base, again following the torches on my left, so I know how to get home. Always follow torches on my left to get back. I might even, just to avoid confusion, close up that hole. So I'll be back in a minute once I get back upstairs. And how nice it's raining out. That's alright, not a big deal, except for the fact that I haven't put a roof in my house yet. So it's raining in my house. Oh well. Maybe I'll hold off on recording until this rain's done. Alright, little time's gone by and I've gotten rid of that rain, so let's just dump off some of the stuff we don't need immediately here. You can see I'm already collecting a lot of resources. Good amount of coal that I got down there too. I'm going to dump the excess junk in here that I don't need. And there's that tungsten ore I was telling you about. And I've also got silver ore here, so be aware that silver and tungsten are also red power 2 ores that I'll go into in a little bit in the future. So let's get macerating on this iron that we collected down there, as well as some of the tin we've got. And as you can see, sometimes machines don't like to remember the sound volume I set them to. And I'm probably going to need to throw a little bit more coal in there, because I don't think I have quite enough power. So, yeah, sounds are a little buggy, but hopefully they'll be straightened out soon enough. So while that's macerating, why don't I get ready to do what I need to do. So I need some glass to make my solar panels, and that's why I'm down here digging around over by this lake that I've got near my house. I'm going to fill this area back in with dirt. Just so I don't leave a big mess all around the house. I'm going to need to cook up that glass, and I'm also going to need some coal dust. So for now, I'm just going to grab the glass that I need, because I don't want to waste too much energy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to start expanding my storage area. Maybe I'll do that later. Alright, time to make some more machines. Now I'm going to need to go ahead and get myself some more of this rubber stuff. That's not too big a deal. Could do a little bit better, but that's alright for now. And I'm going to need a couple of these guys. And I should probably get some more rubber too while I'm at it. Why don't I go check my rubber tree farm? And you might have noticed that I cleaned up the rubber tree farm that grew out here. Oh look, some Endermen. Hey buddy, how's it going? And some creepers were hanging out there. Dude, how dare he explode? Oh well, I'll clean this mess up in a bit. Looks like my Enderman doesn't seem to care about the fact that I'm staring at him. like an ender pearl, please. Oh, there he is. Oh, disappeared again. What's the matter? Does he fear me? I do have it on difficulty normal, so what's going on with these guys? Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I came out here to get some rubber, didn't I? Why, yes I did. So I'm just going to collect this stuff and go throw it in my extractor. Alright, so threw my rubber in the extractor there. I'm going to go ahead and create a little bit more of these. Copper cables, that should be good. Now I do want to get an EU reader here, so why don't I craft one of those real quick. So I'm still waiting on a little bit more copper. I decided not to make that EU reader. And I know I'm going to need to make 5 generators. So I need to make 5 of these guys. And I'm also going to need to make 5 machines. You might have noticed I should have about exactly as much refined iron as I need. I'm going to need 5 furnaces. And combine the 5 machines, 5 furnaces, and 5 batteries into 5 generators. Perfect. Now I need 8 more electronic circuits. So let's check on our rubber production over here. Looking good so far. Ta-da! Now place down our generator. And remember I said we need 5 sets of coal dust and 5 sets of glass. And we've got 5 solar panels. Excellent! Let's get upstairs and plant them down, but first I'm going to create some tin cables. Tin cables can only transmit 1 EU per second, or is it 3? I forget. But a small amount of EU per tick. I think it's 1 or 3 EU per tick. And I'm all kinds of wrong. As of the latest version of Industrial Craft, it's 5 energy units per packet. Now remember, each machine generates its own packet, so you can hook these up to a bunch of solar panels and you'll be just fine. So let's place down our tin cables here and just work our way up. And they need to be connected to sunlight, so that's what I've got going on here. And the great thing about tin cables is they have very small amounts of energy loss. You're not really going to have too much of a problem in terms of losing energy in Industrial Craft. And I'm just going to start building the standard pattern that I like to use when using solar panels. It's of course nowhere near finished at this point because I only have 5, and this is a 32 solar panel setup. But hey, that looks good. Let's see, no more coal in here. What's going on? It's draining a little bit, but that's because this guy is still running. Let's just give it no more work to do, and it should be filling up. Nice. And we should be getting 5 energy units per tick from our solar panels up there, and that's going to supply our bat box with all the energy it needs, at least for now, to keep things running smoothly. So, woohoo, no more reliance on generators. But I'm going to leave this guy here just for now because 5 energy units per tick isn't quite enough yet to power all these machines if they all needed to run, and I'm going to need some more energy at some point, obviously, than that. So this will work as kind of a backup generator. I can always just throw coal or some other kind of burnable resource in there to, supplement the energy coming in from the solar panels. And don't forget, solar panels will not produce energy during the nighttime or during rainstorms now. So keep that in the back of your minds. So let's clean up my inventory here and see what else we can move on to. And now that it's daytime out, I think it's time I build a storage room, and that's just going to be right off my house here. I'm going to do the same standard 9x9, and I'm going to start building a storage area to store all the resources I collect in, because these 2 little chests out here are just not nearly sufficient. And I know the last couple of houses I built for you guys I had on fast forward mode, but I think I'm going to skip this time and just go ahead and build it off camera, so I'll be back. Well, I partially lied. I didn't have nearly enough cobblestone to build that house, so I'm going to go mine for a bit and get more, and then I'll come back and build it. Heading back down into that cave system I found earlier, I'm just going to start exploring a little bit. If you recall... Oh, I hear a spider. What's up, buddy? If you recall, I didn't actually proceed down this tunnel before, so I'm not sure where it leads, but let's start exploring it, shall we? Iron, which is good. I'm already running low on that stuff again. Those of you new to industrial craft probably know that iron, or probably don't know that iron is extremely, extremely useful, and it's used for almost all the machines. So you're going to be pretty hurting for iron as time goes by. And I did make myself some more pickaxes. Thank you, red power crystals. And like I said, a little boring just to watch me mine, so I'm just going to explore this cave. If I come across anything really cool, I'll let you know, but for now, just expect me to be mining out all the ores and some cobblestone as well from down here. And big woots all around, just found my first diamond node. Woohoo! Was just mining down here. You can see a piece of bedrock. I'm mining at Y level 6, and that's just where I happened to find it. I am not anymore hanging out up in that cave that I found. Kinda explored the whole cave. It didn't go much further than I showed you guys, so I decided to call it quits and come back down to this diamond level. Of course, it's a little darker down here as a result of the way bedrock works with light, but no biggie. Got 4 diamonds out of it, so I'm happy. I'm going to go back and continue mining along now. Looks like I mined out that entire node. Always mine around the diamond once you find it, in case you didn't know that, because you're more likely to get more diamond that way. So that's probably enough mining for one day. I just ran out of that cave there. Do need to do something about that oil spawn at some point. Let's see how I made out. Not bad at all. Some diamonds, which are always nice to have. Even got a piece of gold, just one, but oh well, can't ask for everything. Guess I will place down another chest here just to start storing all this junk until I really get to the point where I can dump it all. I'm going to be moving into that other room that I mentioned building earlier. And I guess I better start macerating some of this tin and copper and good stuff, huh? Yeah, probably a good idea. So I'm going to get started on that. I'm also going to build the extension of my house that I mentioned earlier. Got to finish getting that guy built, and I'll be back. Believe it or not, I had to go get some more wood, but that's okay, because I'm ready to start building pretty much the room that I'm going to be living in for a little bit for all my stuff. So I'm just building some signs here. Whoops. Yeah, didn't want those pressure plates, oh well. So for now I'm just going to start labeling where I'm going to put junk. And it's getting dark out. I should probably light up this room before I forget. And this can be my cobble chest. I'm just going to stick all excess cobble that I don't need to hang on to in here. I'll also put stone and maybe dirt or something. We'll see. There we go. Dirt as well. Very nice. And this here can be my red power ores and items. So that's pretty much where I'll put all my red power goodies. Now I need to go get some more chests, so let's take care of that. Got a chest here that's going to be my rare and useful items. This is where I'm going to put diamonds, and yeah, I'm going to stick all this ore in here for now. That'll be good. And I should probably do something like here. And this will be miscellaneous junk. Now, obviously I'm going to upgrade these chests later, so this room isn't ideal at the moment, but for now it's a good way to store some of the junk that I'm going to be holding on to. might even want to create another chest here, but I'll go steal it from out there. What I'm going to do is just collect all the junk out of this chest and dump it in over where I had my rare and miscellaneous stuff. So I'll be back once that's all done. Also setting up a chest right here for industrial craft items and resources. This way it's easy for me to keep track of all the good stuff that I've got between the two mods and all the cool stuff I'm making here. So I'm putting all my rubies and nickelite in here. I'm going to be putting all my bars, be they copper, tin, whatever, in this guy here. I need to process that sticky resin I collected earlier too. How's all this doing? Just fine. So I do need to get my macerators going. Let's macerate some gold and some more tin. Why not? And I'm just moving my items still, so I'll be back once that's all done. And we're all done. Just collected the last bit of junk out of those chests, and now I've got a much bigger storage room. I might put a chest here at some point, who knows, but probably by the time I'm ready to start filling up more than I've got, I'm going to be upgrading to alchemical chests from the equivalent exchange mod. If you don't know what those are, you're in for a treat. And I've got these guys macerating and cooking along here. I'm just going to continue to macerate the ores that I collected underground earlier. You can also macerate silver ore because of the way the Minecraft Forge ore dictionary works. So that's really nice. You can get silver ore macerated and it's awesome. So that's cool. I'll be back in a little bit to show you guys a build. Alright guys, so while all that stuff's cooking and macerating over there, I'm going to use the first 3 diamonds that I've collected. I always use my first 3 diamonds on the following item. Before I get started making that item though, I want to make one real quick item that I don't think I've shown you guys yet. So I'm about to make the automatic crafting table from BuildCraft, and you might be saying to yourself, why am I making that already? I don't really have anything to automatically craft, I don't even have tubes or anything like that, pipes, whatever. The reason I want to go ahead and make this guy is because if I happen to be in the middle of building something and forget that I need another component, I can just close out of that table, go out and get my component, and then come back and finish my design shortly later. So that's a nice, convenient way of doing something. So I grabbed my electronic circuit here. Sweet. Now I'm going to take that electronic circuit, and I'm going to need a bit more refined iron than I have. So like I said, I always forget to bring stuff that I need. I'm just going to cook all 16 of these guys. I'm sure I'll use it at some point. Just to get things moving a little quicker. And I'll be back in just a moment once those are all cooked up. Okay, while waiting for those guys to cook, why don't I go ahead and grab myself a battery. And I'm going to charge that battery up right now in my bat box. And the reason for doing that is you can either build the following item with a fully charged battery or an empty battery, but you're going to have to charge it at some point anyway, so I might as well charge it now. And looks like I'm pretty good on refined iron at this point. So I'm going to place them like so. And an electronic circuit here, and my fully charged battery here will give me a diamond drill. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this guy to the diamond tip drill. So this is the regular mining drill, and this is the diamond-tipped mining drill. And the reason I use my first 3 diamonds on that is because, A, I want to be able to start getting obsidian sometime soon, and I'm going to need some kind of diamond drill. The ruby pickaxes and the other ones I'm pretty sure won't work on obsidian, so you do need a diamond, tool here to get your obsidian. And the other reason is because there's no sense building a diamond pickaxe when I can go ahead and get the diamond drill, and that thing will never get used up. I'm going to have to recharge it every now and then, but that's fine. So real quick, I'm going to grab for myself a couple cables here. And I want to be able to recharge my diamond drill in the field, so I'm going to need a couple batteries charged up with me. I don't yet quite have enough resources to get a bat box, so why don't I charge these guys up in my bat box. I'm sorry, I don't have quite enough resources yet to get a bat pack. So that's why I have to use the bat box and carry around some rechargeable batteries with me. And that should suffice for now. Looking good. So why don't I go downstairs and see if I can find myself some obsidian. I'll be back in just a minute. Now, if you guys recall, I did run into a small lava lake when I started mining around level 13 earlier. There we are, and the lava lake should be right down here. Ta-da! I'm going to go ahead and dump my bucket of water that I picked up outside. And now, because I have my diamond drill, I can go ahead and mine up some obsidian for myself. Sweet. And the way I like to get obsidian that I find is the easiest and most safe way to do it is just like you see here, is I place some water down, and that way if there's any lava underneath the obsidian that I'm mining, it's just going to get quickly turned into obsidian itself, and it won't, cook me alive or anything. And I'm just going to be collecting. So there was a good example. There was lava underneath there, and if I didn't have this water here, it wouldn't have let me survive. It also makes sure that the obsidian doesn't fall into the lava and gets lost. So, a good method to use. So I'm just going to collect a few more pieces of obsidian, and I'll be back. Also, as I was leaving my house earlier, I noticed it was starting to get dark out, and I feel pretty well equipped at this point to go hunting. I'm looking for endermen because I want some ender pearls. So let's see if I can find any out in the fields out here. Ah, I see some. Now I'm trying to get their attention by putting my mouse cursor over them. I'm thinking that still works. Oh yeah, here they come. They are displeased. Hey, buddy. Whoa! Okay, I forgot. Endermen do a lot more damage in version 1.0, don't they? Yes, apparently they do. That's alright. I'm respawning now, and I'm going to run back and collect my goodies. I guess maybe I should sleep through the night. Oh, there are monsters nearby. Look at that! I can't even sleep through monsters. Ha! Interesting. Oh yes, and look, quite a few skeletons. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't played 1.0 yet, like me, because I actually didn't do much playing of Minecraft while I was waiting for 1.0, because I was kind of saving myself for this video, Endermen do significantly more damage than they used to. And they hurt, so be cautioned. Now I wonder if I can sneak over here and just collect my goodies back without getting the attention of these Endermen. I guess I can. Looks like I have pretty much everything back to the way it was. Let's see if I can get one at a time going here. Scary noises are scary. Nice. And an ender pearl. Sweet. I'm gonna need one of those. Come on, my friend. I'm not gonna hurt you. Nice. A second one. Woot. Now, if you're sitting there questioning why I'm jumping around as I attack, in case you didn't know, if you attack an enemy while you're falling... Oh, I did miss a pickaxe there. If you attack an enemy while you're falling, you do more damage. And that's what those little special effects sparkles are around the enemy when you hit them. Alright, so I'm going to run back to my house now, and I'm going to deposit these items, and I feel like this is a good place to wrap up this episode. I'm going to wrap up episode 3 here, and I'll catch you guys later in episode 4, where I'm going to put these ender pearls and the obsidian I just collected to some good use. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed episode 3. Take it easy.